Whitman Gender Equity Prize was initiated in 2017. It's a prestigious National Institute of Architects prize awarded to a person who's demonstrated exceptional leadership and made an outstanding contribution to the advancement of gender equity in architectural practice, education, and governance. When Paula Whitman published Going Places, the career progression of women in the architecture profession in 2005, the profession was very different, where Paula described the position of women architects as handmaidens to the profession. Her observations led her to research gender equity, and this publication was born. It was the foundation of lasting change to our profession. Showing leadership in gender equity takes innovative and strategic thinking, compassion, authenticity, high moral principles, and exceptional intelligence. It means walking the walk and talking the talk with dignity and commitment always. To show the ongoing commitment throughout your whole career is something that our winner has demonstrated. Her practices and her deep knowledge about architecture, the buildings, and the people have resulted in lasting change. And so I'm delighted to announce that the 2022 Paula Whitman Prize for Leadership in Gender Equity is awarded to Fiona Gardner. Congratulations, Fiona.
Fiona Gardner is a preeminent and respected role model for women who has consistently demonstrated relevant, sustained and active leadership. Graduating in 1978 with only 2 other women, she completed a master's degree in conservation at York University, returning to Queensland at a time when the state's historic buildings were under threat from the Bjelke-Petersen government. She navigated a challenging public service working environment with professionalism and grace, advocated for other women, and worked to develop and implement non-discriminatory policies. Later, as Chief Executive Officer and Director of Heritage at the Department of Environment and Science, she helped to develop heritage protection policies over many decades. In 1983, she was inaugural President of Women in Architecture, working to raise the profile of women architects through exhibitions, events, and radio interviews. These early years of promoting women architects provided the foundations of an attitude that has been fostered throughout her career and passed on to all around her. Congratulations, Fiona Gardner.
Thank you, Catherine. This award is particularly special to me, as I have a personal connection with Paula Whitman. Early in my career, I worked for the same architectural practice as Paula, and I came to know her and admire her vitality and enthusiasm for architecture. Over the years, I was able to watch her develop as a trailblazer in the profession for women. I would like to thank Dr. Michael Lavery and Professor Susan Savage, who secretly nominated me, and it was a huge surprise when I got the call to advise me of the award. I would also like to thank the 20 referees that supported the nomination, and in particular Alice Hampson, Judith Mackay and Don Watson, who I am told surreptitiously provided information. I would especially like to acknowledge my friends, the amazing group of women architects that formed in Brisbane in the 1980s. They have been my support, role models and inspiration. They have all made and continue to make substantial contributions to the architectural profession and to a more equal society. They have run their own practices, been directors in national firms, become leading academics, worked in the public sector, and championed causes to do with women, children, the environment, planning and heritage. They have all actively mentored and supported younger women architects. I am in the fortunate position of being able to reflect, and over my working life, I have experienced and benefited from much change. I have seen an increasing number of women entering the architectural profession. I have seen the introduction of legislation which prohibits discrimination based on sex. I have experienced changes to employment conditions which are making the workplace more inclusive and flexible for everyone. I look forward to the day when the Institute of Architects won't need a Gender Equity Award, but we're not there yet. Unfortunately, the statistics don't lie. They tell the story of women dropping out of the profession mid-career, not registering, not becoming members of the Institute, and not reaching senior leadership positions in architectural firms. I hope in my lifetime to see a different set of statistics that reflect true gender equity. I thank all the people who have supported me throughout my career, the Australian Institute of Architects, and the jury who have honoured me with this award. Thank you.